So calling in the south, the west, the north, the east, Mother Earth below, Father Sky above, and really feeling a sacred sphere begin to form around you. Dropping into the center of yourself, feeling the holy center that is you. And how for this class, in this moment of time, you are the center of the universe. Calling in your main guides, your higher self, and your angels, guardian angels. Calling in your soul, welcoming your soul to this work. Your soul has traveled so far and been through so much, so brave. Welcoming your soul inside of you, wherever you feel it. Opening sacred space. Feeling a 10th dimensional oversoul come forth, streamers of light pouring through your space. Setting up grids, very particular grids for this course. Very particular grids for the type of frequency that wants to come forth, the higher mind. So just to begin with, just to give you a little introduction to the higher mind. Each human being has their brain and their personality, and there are points within the brain that house the soul, that house the divine energy. The glands work with it, but we're not so concerned with the glands this time around. We really want to bring in the idea that there's a new part of you coming forth through the matrix and through this particular grid. Your higher mind. Could be like the higher self, except the higher mind wants to embed itself into your energy field and form a link with your physical body that connects to the soul. So it actually really becomes part of you right here, right now. Functions very much in the third dimension, fourth dimension with you on your tasks and your life task. And this higher mind doesn't need to connect to source. Let's say everything is source and everything is connected already. The higher mind is simply a higher functioning aspect of your being that is ready to come forth to assist you more fully in your earthly creations. So we'll start off first with these connection points. Deeply breathing. Deeply breathing. And feeling these energy streams, the light grids of golden energy and white energy streaming down into the outer edges of your energy field right now, connecting in with the outer edges of the golden globe of your field, the outer boundary, weaving itself in to your awareness. And from here, as this higher mind is beginning to connect with you, and yes, the higher mind is a gift directly from the higher self and your teams, of course, through the 10th dimension. But it flows now and it's filling your entire field all around, down under your feet as well. Allow it to come throughout your entire field. Now it enters up through the root, begins to enter up because it's connected now with the earth energy as well. The higher mind needs to connect first with the earth energy from the bottom. And it begins to rise up through the root, through your feet, and up through the central channel, nourishing the center of your body and your energy body. Moving all the way up, these golden streams and grids and information and clarity, all the way up. Up and through the brain and out the crown. So now it's like a fountain. Your crown, it's circulating now. Out the crown, around, down the field, outer edges of the field, and up through the root again. Beginning to fill now on all the other levels of your energy field. And each time that this is breathed in through the root and comes up, it's connecting with each of the chakras, and the chakras are able to metabolize from the inside out this energy. Just allowing this to continue to circulate until you feel like your entire body and energy field is filled with this golden, light, higher mind energy. And just breathe it in. It's gentle, it's you, it's nothing that's so dramatic. It's really just a very easy feeling. Continuing to breathe deeply. And this process is actually being guided and taught to me through Metatron, Angel Metatron, who's such a master at the structure, divine structure. Organization of the higher mind. That is his specialty. And he is very humble about it. I'm feeling his humble attitude, but it's a humility that's not necessarily emotional, but he simply has no ego around this process. which is a key factor in the higher mind work, that it does not come from ego at all. It comes from natural precision. It comes from actually the calm of being connected to who you are on many levels, rather than the attempt or the energy or the effort that it might take. There's no effort in this place. This place is fairly non-emotional, and yet it is very understanding of emotions. It takes it deeply into consideration. Your higher mind is a compassionate being in the most divinely practical ways. It understands that your emotions are leading you towards the experiences. The emotions are the energy output of the soul. This is the way that the soul has to communicate with you very often. The problem is that a lot of times the emotions become overwhelmed by the environment or from traumatic events. And then the higher mind cannot be accessed because the emotions have overwhelmed the brain. Some would call this a traumatic response, a PTSD response, when the brain is flooded with emotions it cannot handle from a traumatic experience. The higher mind is very able to handle the traumatic experience while not trying to dissociate from it. It understands that the human form deeply needs to integrate its experiences, but often doesn't have the level of support that it needs to do so. So the higher mind offers the steadiness, the certainty of knowing that indeed there is a way forward. There is a path to healing. And that in fact, every single sabotaging pattern you have is created from a traumatic experience. Your inability to cope with that traumatic experience, whether it's small, large, or cumulative. And so there's deep compassion for your experience of trauma. Where in your life right now are you saying, I should just get over that? I should just be over this by now. That's the place the higher mind would like to come in and help you reorganize a little bit. And you can do that simply by just opening that space in yourself right now. Going to the place, the feeling within yourself that says, I should just get over it. But meanwhile, there's a physiological reaction going on inside of you that is making your hormones and your emotions flood your logic, flood your brain, flood your well-being. And you're trying to stop that reaction by either moving forward when you're not ready or stopping yourself from moving forward because you're frozen. So we're just inviting that particular place in. A place where you put pressure on yourself to be more, be better, be more healed, be more advanced, be further along. And we're looking at it specifically at this point as a physiological reaction that is triggering emotions and PTSD, fight or flight reactions in your body. We're just inviting that place in right now. This is where we're starting. Each of you has a place where you want to move forward in your life, or maybe several. Each of you has a place where you're stopping that, or unable to. So we're just presencing that so we can be with you in that. So in this divinely guided experience, you are receiving more support than you might were you on your own. And let this higher mind, the compassion of it, move through the levels into these deeper places of emotion and wrap its golden threads around it. We want to say, contain it. Because when it's spilling out all over the place, it cannot be contained. It grows bigger and bigger and bigger. That's the nature of emotion sometimes. When there's a container to hold it, you can feel your emotions, but they are held. They are respected. They are honored as both a legitimate experience of pain that you had, as well as a physiological response to a trauma that needs to be supported. So part of the energies of Metatron is really harmonizing these places, bringing harmony back where there was lack of harmony, where there was fragmentation, soul loss. And just check in with yourself right now. How is your soul doing when it's held in this energy, the energy of the higher mind? How does your soul feel? Maybe a little more brave or relaxed. Our fears are often larger than the actual experience. It's not actually that scary to have all the money and more that you need. It's not actually that scary to share in relationship. It's not actually that scary to be in the place where you want to be rather than the place that you are now, right? It feels like it is. And so we know that this is probably not new information, but from the place of the higher mind, it carries the frequency that builds the bridge between where you are now, the fear that's holding you back, and then the other side of the bridge. The fear is actually what builds the first part of the bridge. As you walk through that fear with a higher mind holding you, and the bridge starts to change into this golden pathway. You can look at it like that, and the higher mind is already on the other side, living the life that you're dreaming of. The higher mind is already there. Not scared, handling it, doing it, enjoying it, feeling masterful there. The longing and desire also builds the bridge. So we've got longing, desire, and fear right there at the beginning of the bridge. And that's the hardest part, right? Stepping on that bridge. We could see that bridge as a, one of those single ropes that you walk in between cliffs. You got to balance really hard, but imagine that this bridge with just the single rope in the middle and the two ropes on the side, imagine that halfway through, the base widened into boards and the rails became solid. Just had to get through that first part. It got more and more solid, and then maybe there were some boards missing there after you reach that first safer or easier, more confident spot. Maybe the shakes come again and it gets a little unpredictable. You got to hold on and trust again. But then you see the other side where the higher mind is beckoning you. And that bridge becomes very steady because you're getting so much closer. It becomes very obvious just how capable you are of walking across it. It's just walking. Or even if you can't walk. Even if you are in a wheelchair or it's very difficult for you to watch, for you to walk. Maybe your higher mind sends somebody over to help you with those last steps. But the bottom line here is that the higher mind, this part of you that already exists on the other side, is completely willing to do whatever it takes to bring you there. Is completely committed to building that bridge with you. It's unafraid of your fear. It's unafraid of how strong your desire or need is, or even your lack. Your higher mind. If you're over there on the other side saying, I can't, I don't have enough, I'm not enough, I don't have enough money, I don't have enough resources, I don't have enough friends, whatever it is, your higher mind is unfazed. Or truly unfazed, because it is in the consciousness of the I Am presence. It knows how the universe functions. And by now, probably each of you have done many, many years of inquiry to how the universe functions, right? So it knows beyond a shadow of a doubt that whatever we truly desire can be created and received. The higher man, the higher mind lives this truth unwaveringly. The only thing that stops you is when you disconnect from that unwavering truth. So let's take the journey. You are on one cliff, and you feel inside of yourself a longing, a desire so strong, but it doesn't yet believe. Much of that desire and longing is still coming from the fear of never having it, from the lack or the fear that you could never pull it off. You're not good enough. You're not talented enough. You're not strong enough, whatever it is. But the desire inside of you doesn't stop. No matter how many times you try to squash it, it just doesn't stop. So imagine that your higher mind, however you envision that part of yourself that just knows, standing on the other side, is already on the other side where you have it, where you've actualized it. And this part of you unwavering, not in faith, unwavering in its knowledge of how the universe works. Your higher mind is looking at you as you're in agony of not believing. You're in the agony of doubt while your longing rages inside. While the years of trauma and sabotaging patterns have convinced you you may never be able to make this change or the changes you need. So let's just use the imagery that we've created as you see across the way yourself in the knowing, in the being, in the already having. And if you feel like you can't choose, it's a general feeling, right? It's not, I want to be, like let's say you can't find the exact thing you think, your exact purpose, or the exact choice. What you have on the other side is the you that knows how to do that, that's already done that has claimed itself, that is not tripped up in the decision-making process or in the lack of inspiration. So whatever your next step is with this, the higher mind is living that, embodying that. Or if you have fully decided, the higher mind is living that and being that. Really see if you can sit with these two experiences. Your intense self-doubt or keeping yourself smaller, whatever it is. And then you experience yourself on the other side as confident, knowing, embodying that which you want, that which you are. Can you be with both experiences in this moment? Can you allow your mind, which maybe goes back and forth in the ping pong of, I should do this, but if I do that, then it won't work. I should do this other thing, but then I'll miss out on the first choice. Allowing your mind to calm as you sit with the raw truth of your fear. Are you ready to stand up and begin to walk across this rope? Let this journey be sacred. As you take your first tentative steps, each step you take, you feel your higher mind filling your body, your field, your personality, your mind, your soul with these golden threads of awareness, of knowing. You feel that as stronger than your emotions, your past, all the beliefs, all the voices from the doubters in your life. Your higher mind and the energy it's giving you is stronger and fills all of these places as you continue to walk. Step by step. Maybe you're trembling, but you know you can move forward. Maybe you're terrified, but your higher mind is not. So you keep walking as the base of this bridge begins to widen. It welcomes you. And it will allow you to see in front of you what material this bridge is made out of that you're walking on. It's very particular to you. What image wants to come forth? What are you stepping on? What is supporting you? And with each step, you feel this material underneath you. The rails that you're holding on to with your hands are also, what are they made out of? What's welcoming you? What's supporting you on this bridge? Allow whatever wants to come forward to come forward. Keep walking. Allowing your higher mind to infuse with the golden threads and the golden light, the streamers, the white light as well, reminding you that there's nothing to fear but fear itself. Keep walking. How does this bridge look to you now? You're getting closer, closer to the other side. You keep walking. You're right there now. And on the count of 3, you're going to step off this bridge and onto the land that's welcoming you. 1, 2, 3. You are there. And you stand face to face with the you that is living this desire, living this longing with ease, face to face, heart to heart, mind to mind. Feel the energy of your higher mind completely surrounding you, completely permeating your body, your personality, your soul, your energy field, all the levels of your energy field, your past, your present, your future. You are 100% whole and complete and capable. And as you stand here fusing with your higher mind, allow yourself to become one. You are your higher mind now. Your higher mind is you. You are living your desire. The bridge that connected you can start to dissolve because there's no going back. Feel yourself at one with your higher mind and your desire, which is no longer a desire, but an experience you are living. And begin to walk. Walk in your new life. And explore a little bit. What is here? What is easy now? What awaits you? It's amazing how you are not feeling stress. With each step you take, you embody this life even more. Now feel the energy of the higher mind, these golden threads, deeply anchoring into the earth. This new experience, it's almost like you get heavier and heavier and heavier as the weight of your whole being anchors into earth, anchors into the earth. As your physical body integrates and understands, as your soul integrates and understands. And keep walking and exploring your new life as you do this, as you feel yourself more and more in your normal consciousness. So in other words, this is not some big fantastical experience you're having. It's just normal. Let it fine-tune and integrate, and maybe there are some nuances. Now take some time to press on your body in different points. You want to bring this energy physical, pressing into your body, especially at the joints, your knees, your hips. Just anchoring in, almost through like anchor points. Just pressing on your body, making contact with your body. After all, really, it's all about the physical here on earth. Maybe there are some points of tension in your body. You can also just massage those a little. And grounding once more. Coming back into your body here. So this scene, this whole movie that you've been walking through on the other side, or now just simply in your life. You want to bring yourself completely present into your body, into the chair you're sitting in, or wherever you're lying down. Feeling yourself right here, right now, in your space, integrated with your higher mind. Just checking in with your emotions, your soul, your personality, your resistance, and allowing those golden threads to weave in. And feeling the container all around you, this golden container of all the threads, stronger now, more solid now, but solid like Teflon, also flexible. And this is the moment now where we take a little bit of time to receive any information or guidance that wants to come through from your higher mind, your higher self, from your guides. We'll take a few minutes. can always pause this recording to have more time in your meditation receiving guidance. We're going to close the space, thanking the southwest, northeast, Mother Earth below, Father Sky above, the sacred center, the infinite sphere, you, yourself, your higher self. Allowing the higher mind fully integrated, not going anywhere, staying. Thanking all of our guides and angels, masters, Metatron, Yeshua. Yeshua came very, very profoundly to me in my personal guidance session. Taking all that you have learned for yourself today as sacred, knowing that you are already there, that your higher mind is so well prepared for your desires and will lead you, will always lead you, hold you, show you the way. Continue to listen to this meditation. Listen and practice this meditation daily. If you practice daily, you will be there. You will stay there. You can practice it with different desires or the same, but you are supported completely and totally in walking the path of your highest desire, potential, love, wealth, talent, confidence, relationship, family, community, career, art, all of it. And so as we take in the gifts that we have received today deep into our hearts, close this sacred space, close the directions, release the guides and angels and masters. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And sacred space is now closed.